Good evening. My name is Gentry Bowie, and I'm a freshman from Northern High School. This is my public service announcement about mental health awareness.
1 in 5 students report that they have struggled with mental illnesses such as those listed above, resulting in loneliness, consistent sadness, breaking of habits, and loss of routine. 67% of these students avoid asking for help in fear of being ostracized and brushed off by their own school community. We need change, and we need it now. We can't fight mental illness by ourselves. We need your help. It's time for honesty, for empathy. It's time for schools to address mental health.
When creating my public service announcement, I incorporated 3 main objectives into my skit, each directed towards school communities. Bringing awareness about mental health to school is extremely important as the school environment heavily influences students and their growing brains due to how much time we spend there each day. One of my main objectives was informing school communities of the frequency of mental illness in students. Also, I wanted to present an honest depiction of poor mental health and its consequences. Finally, I wanted to make clear the demand for a school community that addresses students' individual needs regarding their mental health. While researching for my public service announcement, I came across statistics such as these that were quite shocking. 50% of mental illnesses start before age 14. Before students even enter high school, mental illnesses have already become present, which I find very alarming. Also, 71% of students report that their mental health worsens due to schoolwork. In addition to this, 79% of students wish that the school community would be more inclusive and open when addressing mental health. School seems to stimulate poor mental health in students, and the lack of resources and awareness regarding mental health leaves adolescents without a support system. These findings helped me conclude that the system in which school communities address mental health is ineffective and must be adjusted to show empathy towards individual mental health, as well as provide students with the support system they deserve, which inspired my objectives and target audience for my public service announcement. To start my public service announcement, I decided to use statistics to introduce the frequency of mental illness in students to the audience. I also used hats metaphorically to represent students struggling with mental illness compared to those who are not. In addition to my introduction, I used survey results and real images to convey the reality and effects of mental health to the viewers. Finally, I used emotional scenes at the conclusion of my public service announcement to create a call to action, which is that there needs to be a mental health awareness and support at school. Something neat that I included in my skit was the use of symbolism. My hat was used as a symbol to the lack of mental health awareness. Therefore, it being removed from my head represents mental health being addressed. My call to action and symbolism create a greater connection between the public service announcement and viewers, therefore resulting in motivation for change regarding this issue. Video techniques. In my public service announcement, I included music consistently throughout, which conveyed the theme and tone. I also incorporated text and visuals to be efficient with my time limit. In addition to this, I used transitions to move from one scene to the next smoothly. Finally, I applied filters to express mood of the clips. Technology used. To film my clips, I used an iPhone 11, and to stabilize my phone while filming, I used a smartphone holder. To edit my clips, to put the clips into the same video, use effects, include voiceovers, and add music, I used CapCut. These are my public service announcement sources cited, my song usage, and my actors. This public service announcement meant a lot to me as I have struggled with multiple mental illnesses throughout my lifetime and frequently wish that my school community and peers could understand and empathize with me. I hope that this public service announcement brings motivation to school communities. I'm Gentry Bowie, and this was my public service announcement about mental health awareness. Have a great evening.